Hi everybody, I hope you all are doing well. As you can see, I have life and I pray and hope you also have life. And therefore, we must always give thanks and praise to the Most High, our Creator, that blesses us with the breath of life each and every day. So, let's get right into this little discussion. When you think of conflict, what normally causes conflict, wars? It's most of the time disagreement between individuals. And this can happen within your family, friendship, workplaces, you know, different nations, religion, politics. It's everything. And when people are not able to find common grounds, they're going to always be at war with each other. And sometimes it's a simple little thing that could have easily been worked through. But sometimes it's because there's so many people getting involved. You know, like the saying that goes, too many cooks end up spoiling the pot. You keep hearing from that one, and then people taking sides when, to be honest, if you're a mediator, you should just get involved and try to, you know, encourage whoever is having the conflict with each other to try and resolve it without outside forces. It's just like if I have sisters and brothers, and if me and my sisters and brothers was to have a disagreement, I would love us to be able to work it out without outside forces getting involved and trying to resolve the issue. Because guess what? Outside forces might end up taking my side, their side, and it's just going to probably cause more division. You understand? And to me, we're all grown up. We should be able to sit back and resolve everything. Because if somebody from the outside was to come and want to hand me a weapon to say, oh, here, go fight with your sibling, here, go harm them, I'm going to give that person a side eye. Because I'm like, really? You should be encouraging me and them, but instead you want me to harm them. Vice versa, if they were to go and hand something to my siblings to harm me, I would be thinking like, my sibling would probably be looking at them as well and being like, what is this person really about? Are you trying to get us to unite or dividing us or what? And then we, in the end, we will resolve our issue and probably turn around and even give that outside force an ass whooping. Oh yes, because at the end of the day, when it comes to certain turf, when you know yourself, you know, you should never allow anybody to come and disrupt your family. Try and always work it out, right? And I'm saying all of this because I'm trying to get to the important issue that is at hand with countries at war with each other. And it's nothing new today. It's been, you know, from centuries ongoing. But to me, I always say this: when you as a country have something in common with your next door neighbor and whatever, to me, your brothers and sisters, you don't have to be blood, but say you speak the same language, you have a lot of cultural identity in common, your brothers and sisters. It's like, I'm going to put this out there and some people might feel away or get offended, but hey, I'm still going to say it because I would love for you all to just look within yourself and reason these things out. Because whenever there's war, it's always the innocent people that end up suffering for it. And then people that have self-interests, you know, they're the one that end up, you know, receiving and being well off and whatever, and you know, innocent, you know, normal people getting on with their life every day, they're the one that struggles and suffer. So let me put this out there, asking, would you not say Russia and Ukraine are brothers and sisters? Would you not say Israel and Palestine, they're brothers and sisters? would you not say the different Caribbean countries are brothers and sisters? The different African nations are brothers and sisters? Would you not say African and the Caribbean are also brothers and sisters? Would you not say England, Ireland, Scotland, they're brothers and sisters? Would you not say like the is it China and Taiwan are brothers and sisters? I'm just asking a genuine question. I'm just asking, and I'm putting it out there. They might not be blood, but they have a lot in common when you think about it. And they're brothers and sisters, right? So, if they have, say for instance with Russia and Ukraine right now, say they have a disagreement, and the other countries that even at war with each other right now, are they not supposed to be able to sit around a table and work it out without outside forces getting involved? I'm just asking. Because to me, if, say for instance, me and my siblings, we have a disagreement, and if we're not able to work it out without somebody coming and interfering, I am going to hold my hand up and look at myself and say, you know what, I'm a failure. And I would look and say the same for my siblings, because imagine, we know each other so well, but yet we were not able to resolve our issue based on a disagreement. It is the same way I'm looking at these countries that are at war with each other, and I'm like, to me, you're a failure if you're not able to sit down around a table with your fellow brother and sister and work it out without other people coming in from here, there, and you're listening to all different voices and you're just dividing yourselves more. And it's your children and their generation that have to end up suffering and paying for all of this mess. And it can easily get resolved. People, we will always have disagreement with each other no matter what. It's the same way even when it comes to religion. You know, in Christianity, there's so many different denominations. There's Jehovah's Witness, there's Seventh-day Adventist, there's Pentecostal, there's Catholic. The list goes on and on. And it's the same way I would even say, like, so why can you all not unite? Because you say you're serving the same God, right? It's just some have disbelief and that belief. Again, division. There will always be disagreement, but I don't see at what point you're not able to sit down and resolve it and come to some kind of common ground and said, okay, we'll balance this over here, we'll balance that over there. Because the world right now, it's in a real mess. And then, you know, you know what's so funny? Maybe there's some people behind the scene just sitting back looking at everybody fighting and killing, hurting each other and deleting each other. And they're just like, ha ha ha. Let them go ahead and delete each other. But I tell you something. You see this life? We better be careful. Because many times we just think that, oh, it's just a physical realm that we're living in. Not realizing there's also a spiritual realm. And so while you are in the physical realm doing the craziness and doing evil, you're getting sorted out in the spiritual realm. And you know the next thing as well? When people do evil out there, it's like they tend to forget that you might get away with it. You might get away with it, you might not. But if you do get away with it and you leave this world one day, don't forget, you left behind generations to come. And it is so unfortunate that it's maybe them that will have to pay for the evil you do. So when you decide to get up every day and go out there and do evil, think about your next generation that's to come. Because at some point or at what point will they have to end up paying the consequences based on what you sowed, they have to end up reaping. Greed and selfish behavior, to whoever is doing it, you might think it's worth it, but it's not in the long run, because in the end, others, somebody will have to pay for it. And that's why we have got to start looking within ourselves. It's just like nowadays, you don't see. Well, it's always probably been that way anyway from centuries. It's the wealthy against the poor. And then you have these people up there, up in these places, looking down on other people. But my question will always be as well, how did you acquire your wealth? Did you work hard for it, or did you inherit it from innocent blood? And then you probably have the audacity to think you can look down on normal people just trying to get by in life. This world, at the moment, upside down. And there's a famous quote and saying that I used to hear growing up that says, "Jackass say the world is not level." But who and what is causing the world not to be level? I understand that there are some things that are naturally there, but there's also some things that are created to cause division. And at the end of the day, we're all just trying to balance and get on with life. We all want to live to fulfill our destiny. And when death do come, we will learn to accept it, to know that, okay, we have to make way for the next generation to come. We're not going to fight it. Especially when we get up to a certain age and we know that, okay, I feel like I fulfill so and so forth. Let me go in peace and give way and room for the others. But some of you people out there, the reason maybe why you're so scared of dying is because of the evil that you've committed for so long. And then you're afraid because you don't know what lies await when you transition. Be careful what you sow, because at some point the reaping will have to take place. Disagreement can't get resolved without weapons of mass destruction getting involved and people perishing for it. Family, children, women, men, young, old. It can. The same way people were able to sit around a table and divide up a continent and share it among themselves, it's the same way you're big enough and you say you're intelligent and wise enough to be able to sit around that same table with your neighboring country and resolve whatever issue you need to resolve. Because listen, we're not going to live forever. None of us in this world is immortal. We all have to go one day. And what legacy will your family leave behind? Your name. What will it be remembered for? And why must your generation have to carry your evil deeds on their back, shoulder, wherever? It's about time leaders across the globe, whether it be religion, politics, business, family, friends, sit down, resolve the matter and issue and balance the thing. Because if you people are not tired of seeing, you know, bloodshed after bloodshed, poverty, suffering, pain, this thing called greed and selfishness and hatred, it causes people to do some vile thing. And at what point will you all look within yourself and said, okay, enough. I don't want my generation to pay for my evil deeds, because it will come one day. Absolutely, without a doubt. There's a time for everything. Remember that it's even in that same Bible. And there's nothing new under the sun, again, in the same Bible. The sun comes and it goes. The rain comes and goes. The season comes and goes. Night come, day come. Everything have their course and their time of running. And at some point, everybody have to answer to something. I'm just putting this out there. Say what you like, think what you like. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me, because, you know, it's just about reflecting and looking at the craziness going on and just thinking. It's the same way I was using my, own, family, and saying if we were to have disagreement, we should be able to sit down as a family and work it out without outside forces. But you see, this is a thing. When some people lack feelings and they lack love, they're just filled with so much hatred within and evil. It's hard to get through to people like that, but their time will come. Because like I said, the saying goes, you can help some, but you cannot help all. Some will evolve, some will not evolve. Some will make it, some will not make it. Use wisdom, people. Sort out the matter. Because nobody is in this world forever. Anyway, stay blessed, stay beautiful, people, and try and work out your differences in whatever area it's happening. And don't forget, drink up your water.